I just wanted to give a little PSA if anybody's having the same issue that I was having. So I got my short throw shifter right there, the P2M Phase 2 Motor Trend. But I went through a few of them already, and I kept telling the guy, I was like, it's got so much slop, like it's not really clicking into place or anything. So after this third one now, I decided to break it down and actually take a look at every little thing. And I know there's a check ball down in here, right? Well, what the issue was with mine is it was so gunked up from all these years that it was just seized in there. So you got this spring that sits on top of it, and then under that you get the pin. You can see the pin down in there. I got it out on this side because I was just trying to clean it up on both sides, but it's the pin that goes for the GK springs that I did a video on before. But this one over on this side has a notch, so it's supposed to seat that ball. So when you push the shifter over, it comes out of the notch and it's sitting on the long part of the shaft. But then when you put it back into neutral, it's got this notch that goes all the way around the plunger, that's supposed to lock in with that ball. Unfortunately, mine wasn't locking in. And come to find out, it was because all up in there, it was all gunked up. I know I had a hole in my boot a while ago, and that's why it's still kind of dirty in there. But I replaced the fluid a few times. But I guess it was just all caked up from that, and I had to sit here for about 3 hours now. Like I've said before, I'm not I'm not a professional, so this took me a while with my limited tools trying to get this. I was trying to see if it would move. It wasn't moving. I had paper clips, I get picks that I was using, and pliers and all kinds of stuff. What ended up working for me was I took my rag and I plugged this side of the hole that the pin comes out of into the case, because I didn't want anything coming back inside. So I had that pin out, and I had this spring out and everything. The only thing that was left was the ball, and the ball was stuck in there, and it wouldn't budge at all. So I plugged that hole. I sprayed in there with some brake cleaner to kind of break up any of that gunk. Then I sprayed in there with some PB blaster to try and get that lubricant in there now that it was. And then I just went in the bottom with a paint can thing, and I went in there and I jiggled it from the inside because it's super small, the area that you got to get into. But this thing worked wonders. It fits right in there, and you get just enough movement to unseat the ball a little bit so that the PB blaster can get in there. Otherwise it's just sealed off. I mean, that's the point of the check ball. So I did that, and on the top side I wiggled it with one of my picks, like I said, just kind of jiggled them around. So I would push up with this and then push down with the pick, then push up and kind of go back and forth, and then eventually it just popped out, and it actually went down into there. That's why I got the pin in right now, because I didn't want it to fall back in. But it fell down, and then since I had this side blocked off, the case side, I just used my pick to bloop it out of the hole and got it done. So if anybody's having an issue where they feel like their shifter doesn't really seat when it goes into neutral, just kind of freely going left and right, not really holding its position, this could be the problem. Now, this is a 95. I know on the earlier models, like the 90s and the 89s, and there's a different setup in here. And also, this is the two-wheel drive version. I know with the four-wheel drive, from what I've read in the books and seen online, this check ball is actually in the front of the case coming in. So there's a bolt when you disconnect this that goes in this way, and the check ball sits on it like that, and then the spring, the big long spring, longer than the one I get here, and then a bolt. But that's inside of here, so you're gonna have to actually remove it to get to that. But if you're lucky like me, you just got a 2-wheel drive, later model D21. Like I said, mine's a 95. Then this could be a fix for you. I want to say that I did do all the other things prior to that. I mean, this is a brand new shifter. I got the brass bushing on the bottom, so it's not that the bushing and stuff was ran out. All the other stuff was seated right. I mean, this thing it doesn't have any back and forth of this itself. So I knew that there was something that I wasn't seeing. So that's what I did. Hopefully that helps you guys out. If anybody ever has that issue, or if you're trying to clean up some slop, or if you're having an issue with the P2M like I was having. Now, I don't know if this is a full solution, because like I said, I was here for 3 hours and I only just got it. So I know I've been out for a while. I never have any videos lately, but you know, it's been a work in progress. I got my truck painted. Oh yeah, nobody's seen it yet. I got her painted. It's called Highland Green. My buddy put flakes of oh, that's dirt, but some flecks in there. Tail lights good. Readjusted my bumper. I redid my mirrors to match too, so they're blacked out. The front, got the new bumper blacked out, all of that. I got the corner lights blacked out. Yeah, got my cover sprayed. I don't know if I didn't show that before. Now I say working on fixing my idle and stuff, because I had to put a new throttle body on, because my other one, the adjust screw in the back was stripped, and it just kept, you know, getting out. It wasn't staying tight. Big things to come, but one thing at a time. Kids is in school now. You guys know how it is. But there you go. If anybody's having that issue, block the hole on this side. Remember, block the hole on the inside of the case, so that when you spray it down, if anything comes out, it doesn't go into your transfer case. It goes out. Or not your transfer case, your fucking transmission case. It goes out. And then I just took a rag, poked it in there, cleaned it out before I removed this inner one. Spray some brake clean, and make sure you I kind of put the brake clean, the red hose thing in there, and then I wrapped it up like this and blocked all of this off, because it sprays back at you and it's nasty. Brake clean, then kind of jiggle it around a little bit, then PB blaster, let it sit for only a couple minutes, and then this is amazing, perfect size to go in there. You can see it, this is where it is, so boom. And then you just, like that on the bottom, poke it from the top, get it all loose, and then the ball should come right out. Make sure that you don't let it go, like you have to have that rag, or it's going to go into your transmission and then you're screwed. But, there you go. Happy trucking, everybody.